Okay, good afternoon. I am AngelaDuncan. I'm here with the KVEC Future Ready Assessment Initiative, PAN, and I'm going to talk about a project that we have initiated in Floyd County. We were a recipient of a pilot grant from the National Board for Certification for Teachers. It's through the U.S. Department of Education, and I want to tell you a little bit about the project that we're doing at this point around accomplished teaching. And we're going to start with this first slide, and if anyone's familiar with becoming a candidate or going through the process of becoming nationally board certified, it used to be that you got a box in the mail, and in that box were a lot of directions and things that you had to complete and compile, and then you mailed everything back in that box and you sent it to National Board to be scored. And in 4 or 5 months, you would get an answer on whether or not you received your candidacy. But during that time, everything was very confidential. You were signed a waiver. You were asked not to share what you learned through your process because it was believed that what you learned could possibly benefit someone else who was going to become a candidate. So I always thought that was completely bizarre. And the National Board for Certification has actually taken a hard look at that, and they have changed their philosophies and their approach. And so you see now the box is open, and that's the whole idea, is that we want to make sure that we can bring accomplished teaching practices to every student, because that's what every student deserves. And every teacher should have the opportunity to become accomplished and to learn those philosophies. So that's part of our project. So with the grant, the initials are NT3, and that stands for the Network for Transforming Teaching. Our district has, like I said, we're a part of this project. We have a grant until the year 2020, and our goal is to provide equitable access for accomplished teaching to all students and teachers in our district, and that we are developing a systemic pathway that integrates this accomplished teaching body of knowledge from teacher induction all the way through board certification. So what we are looking at is a system that's putting support in place from the day a teacher is employed until they earn their board certification or they choose a different route to achieve their rank 1. A long-term goal for our district is that 50% of our teachers will become nationally board certified. And we have almost 400 teachers in our district. And so starting now, we have 30. So in the state of Kentucky, 8% of our teachers are nationally board certified. So it's an initiative that everyone's looking at, but we have a long way to go to get 50% of our teachers to become board certified. So how are we going to do that, and what do we put it into place? Well, we want to have 100% of our schools by the year 2020 have a nationally board certified teacher on the faculty. Right now, we have all but 2 schools. So when we look at that goal, we're much closer than the 50%. And so we're just hopeful that we have a teacher in every building that can mentor and help other teachers achieve that. We're also looking at having 20% of our teaching staff in mentoring roles so that they can help. We're really encouraging teacher leadership, and that we want all of our teachers involved in this pathway to accomplish teaching. We're also working with our district administrators, and we're teaching them about the accomplished teaching body of knowledge. We're sharing with them the core propositions, the standards for national board certification. So in our monthly principals meetings, we're sharing all of those strategies, things to look for. So that's become part of our walkthrough document that we're doing in our district to help our principals give great feedback to the teachers regarding this goal. So what does it really look like, and what we're talking about is that all non-tenured teachers will actually be placed into what we call an induction cohort. So they're going to have opportunities for professional development that's personalized. We are surveying our teachers each month to ask what type of PD that they want. And then we actually have teacher leaders who are training them monthly and offering the type of sessions that they want. We also have mentors. We have a cohort of teachers. We call it the Accomplished Teaching Cohort. And these are teachers who have achieved their rank 1. About half of them do have national board certification, but some of the other teachers chose a different route for their rank 1. However, they're rock star teachers and they want to help other people. So these teachers are mentoring teachers in their second year. What we found was that after our teachers completed their internship program, that they sometimes feel unsupported and there's still a lot of questions that are asked. So that's the year that we chose to place a mentor with our beginning teachers. And I've already talked about we're working with our principals each month, and our high schools are participating as well in developing students who are interested in becoming teachers. We're putting courses in place so that they can have that career pathway also and have opportunities to work in classrooms of their interest. If you want to teach kindergarten, then we're going to give you an opportunity to work in a kindergarten classroom. So we're trying to work with our high school students as well. So this is a quick graphic really of what our pathway to accomplished teaching looks like. In the yellow, once you become an employee of our district, there's an orientation session in the summer where you're paired. You have opportunity to meet your assigned mentor from the district office. We're also providing a mentor if you are a teacher who may be a veteran teacher, you've taught another state or another district. We're also offering someone to be your mentor to help you that first year as well. And when we talk about your mentor, what we're doing is from the district office and the grant that we're involved in, we're paying for substitutes. So we actually have a mentor teacher working in a beginning teacher's classroom around the problems that they're having, working with the students that they have. So it's real world. And then we're giving an opportunity for the beginning teacher to spend a day in the accomplished teacher's classroom. So we're having a partnership there. And then, of course, there's opportunities for them to Skype with one another, telephone, email, just another person they can reach out to. So this all happens. We move into you're getting a mentor, and then our hope is by the third year of your teaching career that you're ready to step out and take on some responsibilities in your school. You may be trying a new project that you want to share in a faculty meeting, or that you want to share with the PLC meeting. We're wanting teacher leaders to try a new curriculum, a new strategy, and then take some leadership within your own school during your third year and start sharing that with your colleagues. So those are some things that we're encouraging and putting into place. Now, when a teacher has 4 years in place, we're encouraging them to join on one of our teacher cohorts. It's called the Curriculum Instruction and Assessment Team. We have some university partners, and so we actually have some adjunct faculty, and once you join this team, you have the opportunity to work on an advanced degree. You're a teacher leader, master's degree. If you are an aspiring leader and you're wanting to become an administrator, or if you want to pursue national board certification as part of the CIA team, that's what we call it, then you have the opportunity to do that. These teachers meet monthly. Our superintendent meets with this group. We have leadership sessions. This group of teachers have firsthand knowledge of the initiatives that are going on in the district, and it's our expectation is that they take the information that they're learning each month and that they're sharing what they're learning in the PLCs at their school. So really have a great group of teacher leaders. These teachers do our professional development in the summer. Things that they have learned and researched and the projects that they have done in their advanced classes and coursework, then they're presenting for our other teachers each summer for our professional development. And then we're really hoping that this pathway is cyclical and that once you have achieved your rank 1 and you've had the support of a cohort within our district, everything that we do is embedded in the classroom, so it's not just a lot of research or theory that's unconnected, that you decide to join the accomplished teaching cohort and you become a mentor for beginning teachers. So that's what we're really looking at, is helping to build teacher leaders and putting a system in place where there's always some level of support. What I have found is teachers who are in their years 10 to 20 are really interested. They already have achieved their rank 1, but they still have a growth mindset and they're wanting to work with other teachers who are like-minded and who are growing. And so this has given a great opportunity to have some collegial conversations with teachers who are more advanced in their career. So we're real pleased with the outcome with what's going on around accomplished teaching. These teachers are working on getting micro-credentialed in collaborative coaching. We're working a lot with the standards, with national board certification with that group also. So I'm really excited about that program. I'm out of time. I'll wrap it up really quickly. This is the career continuum, and what we're hopeful is that at any spot along the career continuum that we have support for teachers and that they are learning to become accomplished, because with our evaluation system around the Charlotte and Danielson framework, it's about accomplished teaching, and the national board standards are perfectly aligned to that, so it's just a great fit. So we're actually being part of this pilot, have representation on the state steering committee, and there's a lot of discussion around bachelor's level work, pre-service work, student teaching, K-TIP, a lot of those things being aligned to the framework from the very beginning, so that it's not that a lot of trial and error and that you are 4 or 5 years into your career when you really feel like you're figuring things out. We're hoping that teachers feel that much earlier. Early career, mentorship, accomplished teachers providing professional development, and then of course moving on into leadership positions, whether it's teacher leader from the classroom level or if you want to move on into an administrative type of scenario. So why focus on accomplished teaching? Well, first, Charlotte Danielson framework. It's a great system. It's what we're all held to. It's what we're all studying, participating in. It's a natural fit. What does the body of knowledge include? There are 5 core propositions, and they're just solid instructional techniques. It's knowing your kids, knowing your content, monitoring your students, being part of learning communities. That's what we want all teachers to do. The architecture of accomplished teaching is basically a PSDA cycle, a reflective cycle, teachers becoming analytical on what they're teaching. And then, of course, the components that are submitted are created by and scored by fellow teachers. So it's a program that's teachers for teachers. So that's wonderful. And then across all 25 certification areas, the main theme is equity, access, and fairness. And that's what it's all about. We want all of our students, we want to close those achievement gaps. We want all of our kids to have the same level of instruction, same quality of instruction. So we want them to have the opportunity to have an accomplished teacher, and we want all teachers to have the opportunity to become accomplished. Thank you.